Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michaela if you've never seen my face before. Today, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be doing a tarot/oracle pick a card reading on what do you need to hear right now, what your spirit guides want to tell you. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that, but I just want to let you know that I started a Patreon, so every single week I will be uploading content like this, and I will be uploading it early on Patreon. So everything is free. I'm not charging for any of my content, only if you want it early. And I typically have 4 to 5 videos of each kind filmed in advance. So if you're impatient and you just want to be really up to date on my readings and on my podcasts, that will be over on Patreon. I just wanted to let you guys know in the beginning. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed yet, because 90% of you guys that watch my readings and watch my podcasts are not subscribed. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you're excited for the reading, and leave a blue heart down below if you watched the intro all the way through. Let's go ahead and pick a stone, pick a crystal, pick a something. Okay, let's go pick your pile. All right, here are your options. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I will give you guys time to look, to feel, to see which one you're drawn to, and then we will get into the reading. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. We're gonna go ahead and get into what do you need to hear right now. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you watch this video is what you need to hear right now. I did start shuffling the cards off camera, and I just got 2 cards. I will get into them, but there's like dirt everywhere because I'm outside, so if you see that, that's why. But I wanted to do the reading outside because it is stormy, and I wasn't even going to talk about that, so maybe that has something to do with your life right now. You feel like it's stormy. It never rains here. It's raining here in Arizona today, and I have been thinking about doing a reading, and I've been putting it off, and today I just felt like it. So if that has anything to do with your life right now, that is confirmation that you picked the right pile, okay? So whenever I started shuffling your cards, I heard you're not clinging on to anything anymore. You don't have weak boundaries anymore. Like, you don't need to be scared, pile number 1. There's nothing to be scared of anymore. Ooh. Don't be scared to dream big. This one went all the way over here. The ever-unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Your life is happening because of your dreams. Pile number 1. Your life is happening to lead you to where you want to be. Don't feel like you are off track, pile number 1. You are not off track. You are not off track, not even a little bit. If you could zoom out and see your life, you would see how not off track you are. And your higher self wants you to know that this is all for a reason, and you just don't remember what the reason is. So that's why you're freaking out. You need to give your mind a break, pile number 1. I relate to you, pile number 1. I understand, but we do need to take a break from the self-development sometimes. You have to give yourself a break from constantly thinking and constantly problem solving. There is no more problems that need to be solved in your life. Like, the universe is trying to help you. The universe is trying to work out the kinks for you. And I know that it's scary to let that happen sometimes, but that's what you're being called to do right now. That's what I'm being called to tell you right now, pile number one. Let the universe take control. Loosen up your grip a little bit. Rest, retreat, be held. Deep replenishment. Okay, pile number one. It's okay to rest. It's okay to give the reins to the universe. I know it's scary. We also have a lot, I'm just noticing these two cards, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. The colors are just so blue. Just all you need to do, what I'm hearing right now, I also just heard a hummingbird, so look up the symbolism for hummingbird. I'm hearing the only action you need to take is to share your voice and to share your creativity. Okay, there's no more physical work that needs to be done, in the sense of work as in working. I'm visualizing someone working at a restaurant or working like physical things that take a lot of physical effort. The universe wants you to know that there's no need for that anymore. You're out of that phase of your life, and it's okay to let go of that. And as soon as you actually let go of that, that's when the universe is going to be able to bring in your blessings, because you have space. You have to make space before you can receive, okay? So the universe is telling you what you need to hear right now is that it's okay to chill, it's okay to relax, it's also okay to make space. That's what you need to do right now. That's your next action step, is to make space. And whenever you're able to make space, you're gonna be able to play, you're gonna be able to have fun, celebrate, and not be so serious. Look at her and her cocktail. Look at that. You're gonna be able to not be so serious anymore, pile number one. Trust your path. If you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? What would you do? The thing that just popped into your head, do that, because I know something just popped into your head, pile number one. And I know that you have been debating this thing. You're like, should I do this? I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I'm being impulsive. I don't know if this is the right decision to make. I feel like I'm lost out in the cold, and I can kind of see the door, and I know that's the door, but I'm not sure if I know that's the door. You know, it's that feeling of, I know that I need to do something, and I think this thing is the thing that I need to do, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not going to do it yet. But the universe, what you need to hear right now is the universe wants you to know that that is the thing. That is the thing. That is the thing, pile number one, okay? That is the thing. And whenever you start doing this thing, that's when it's gonna feel like you're finally taking a break, because you're finally out of that debating mindset. You're finally out of being like, is this what I should do? You're out of that exhausting energy, pile number one, okay? You're gonna feel like you can finally play with life again. I want you to know that you can trust yourself also. Ooh, pile number one, you can trust yourself. You can trust yourself to make decisions. Pile number one, your dreams need a practical plan. Look at the bigger picture. The answers you need are coming. A fiery climax approaches, and the energy is gaining momentum. Oh my gosh. And I felt called to look at the moon cycles of these cards, and for a reason, because I didn't notice this as soon as I laid them down, but they all are full moons except for one. 4 out of 5 cards, pile number one, 4 out of 5 cards are a full moon. Do you know what a full moon means? Pile number one. Ooh, and a fly is in my ear. If you hear your ear ringing, that means you're on the right path. You're doing what you need to do, okay? And to just listen. In that moment when you're ear is ringing to just listen, okay? And they're gonna tell you something, specifically your right ear. Also, that could just be confirmation that you picked the right pile if your ear has been ringing and you're like, that's so weird. Full moon, what does a full moon mean? The full moon means that we are wrapping up a cycle. Also, it could mean that the next full moon is significant for you, but just, this is crazy to me. Like, these are moon cards, but what are the odds that we got 4 out of 12 of the deck? You got 4 out of 12 full moon cards, and I only pulled 5. I think that, and I just saw 808, so 8 is infinity. 8 is something that's gonna last forever. 8 is something that you have been looking forward to forever. Pile number 1, it just feels like your manifestations are finally coming, but your manifestation isn't necessarily a thing that's gonna fall in your lap. It's a thing that's been there. Pile number 1, it's a thing that you just have to initiate. It's the thing that you just have to take action on. It's the thing that popped into your head when we were talking about earlier. Your tower moment isn't something just falling into your lap. You felt your tower moment coming, I'm hearing, pile number 1. You felt your tower moment coming, so it's not a surprise for you. But because it's not a surprise, you're like, is this the thing? It can't be this easy. It can't be that simple. Pile number 1, it is that simple. It is the thing you've been thinking about. It's all of the things that you've been thinking about. You don't have to choose. If you've been in an energy where you feel stuck because you feel like you have to choose something, you don't have to choose. Just do all of them. Whenever you feel like doing it, just do it. I feel called to give you an example. On my YouTube channel, I have been called to do a bunch of different things, and I felt like I had to pick one thing or I would not grow. But in reality, me not picking something is what was making me not grow. Because as soon as I took any action at all, my channel started to grow again. In the crazy numbers. And it's just, the universe is just what you need to hear right now. The universe is just telling you, honestly, that you are on the right track. You don't need to overthink. When that overthinking comes into your mind, just tell it to go away and just take action instead. Pile number 1. Let's see. I feel called to use these. I love these. These are the Light Seers Tarot. The imagery on these are just incredible. I love them so much. Again, I didn't talk about the other piles, so I don't know if there's a reason. And again, that blue color, your throat chakra is really prominent here. Pile number 1. And honestly, your heart chakra. I'm being called to talk about the area in between where they're showing me your throat chakra and your heart chakra merging finally, because your heart chakra has been closed off out of protection and safety of yourself. They're showing that they're finally merging. They're showing that your throat chakra has been open, but the heart chakra is finally meeting your throat chakra there. I don't know what that looks like in your life, pile number 1, but that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm seeing. I literally see a green. I see this color blue and this color green going like this in like goos. like slime merging together. Okay, let's see. Can I get one more card to tell pile number 1 the last thing? This fly is just bugging me. What is that? This fly is bugging me. What's bugging me? It's on the left side of my body. What's bugging your feminine? Pile number 1. What's bugging your feminine? What's blocking your feminine? What is blocking your feminine? Pile number 1. What is blocking your feminine? Whoa. Whoa. Okay. What is blocking your feminine, pile number 1? Ooh. Okay. Okay. What's blocking your feminine? What's blocking your feminine is how trapped you feel. When you just step outside of that and you realize that you're not trapped at all, that you're the one trapping yourself by being indecisive, that is when the energy is going to start to gain momentum. Pile number 1, I know you've been waiting for momentum. I can feel it. I can feel the aching of you just waiting for something to happen and just being in this longing, just being in this waiting period and being like, when is this waiting period going to be over? But the thing is, and it's hard to admit sometimes that everything has been in our hands this entire time and we just didn't see it, but the thing is, it's been in your hands the entire time. And I'm not saying you've known the answer for the entire time, but you've known that you've known the answer for a bit of time, okay? And you're the thing keeping yourself stuck. You're the thing keeping yourself stuck because you aren't starting that thing that you know you want to start. Okay? You aren't starting the thing you know you want to start because you're listening to your brain. You're listening to what other people have to say. You're listening to the fear, that urgency you get when people talk about you. You're scared to be seen. Pile number 1. It's perfectly fine to be seen. It's perfectly fine to be a human and to make mistakes and to be seen making those mistakes. I don't know if you grew up in a way that you couldn't make mistakes or something bad was going to happen to you, pile number 1, but nothing's gonna happen anymore. That's in the past. That is not your reality anymore. You don't have to be patient anymore. You don't have to be stuck in the energy of sorrow anymore. You don't have to be sad anymore. You have all of these passions and all of these things to choose from, but you're just not choosing any of them. You're not taking action on any of them. You're not giving yourself freedom. Pile number 1, you're not giving yourself freedom. You have the key to the lock and you're just not opening it, pile number 1. And the reason you're not opening it is because you think that it's gonna be something different. You think it's gonna be something bigger. And simultaneously, you're also just letting your fear, you're listening to your fear and you're thinking that's intuition. You're listening to the voice that's telling you, you're listening to the voice, you think that you're being impulsive, pile number 1, but you're not being impulsive. You're not riskily making a decision. You've thought this decision out and it's time for you to make it. Give yourself the permission to make it. This reading is your sign that you can make the decision, okay? I feel just very in my head in this reading, very like, what do they think of me? What if this happens? Like, also my throat, like, what if I say this and they think this of me, but that's not true, type of energy. And in those situations, you just have to let them think it. Truly, you just have to let them think it. And if it's not true, the truth will come out eventually. And I'm hearing when they walk away from you, they know what the truth is. Just because they're not saying it to you, they know what the truth is. They know you're creative. They know something good is going to happen for you, no matter what the person says. And a lot of the time when people do have negative things to say, if it's not in a healthy criticism way, it is just because they are jealous or they sense something good is going to happen for you, something big is going to happen for you, and they don't know how to handle that, pile number one. They aren't as in tune as you are. They don't understand that yet, so they just feel the jealousy, they just feel the anger, they think you're doing something to them, to hurt them, to harm them, because your success makes them feel inferior, pile number one. Yeah, that's all I've got for you, pile number one. Thank you for tuning into this reading. If you would like a personal reading, go ahead and go to my email and send me an email letting me know that you would like one, and we can go ahead and book. Let's see, go ahead and follow my Instagram, follow this YouTube channel, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If this resonated, go ahead and leave me a green heart or a blue heart or both down below if you resonated with this reading, pile number one, and I will know that you're in pile number one because you left those emojis, okay? I do go ahead and like every single comment on every single one of my videos, so if you want a heart from me, leave any sort of comments. I literally like even the hate comments, so I'm just very I'm very dedicated, okay? I love you guys. I encourage you to speak your truth and to act on the thing that you want to act on, pile number one. Love you guys. Peace out. Hello, pile two. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here. We're gonna go ahead and get into what do you need to hear right now. This video is timeless, so whenever you're watching this is what you need to hear right now, regardless of whenever I filmed this / uploaded this. It doesn't matter. Put it in the time frame of your life and take what resonates and don't take what doesn't, okay? I didn't say that in the previous pile, so maybe that is something you're having issues with, a little bit of insecurity, not knowing if you're making right decisions. I went ahead and laid out a few cards, and then I felt called to turn on the camera. So we have the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Cups reversed, the Four of Wands reversed, and on the bottom of the deck, which I always take as the general energy, is the Six of Pentacles in reversed. Okay, I see this as a story actually, and I don't always take tarot as a story, okay? I also have been having a lot of distractions in this portion of the video. I started it once and then someone walked around with copyrighted music, so I didn't turn it off and start over. And then I also just heard an airplane. So if you're having a lot of distractions, that is confirmation that you picked the right pile. I also just heard a motorcycle, and this did not happen at all in the first pile at all, okay? And I literally just filmed it. Another motorcycle. Wow. Maybe you're getting a lot of signs and synchronicities and you're ignoring them. Like that was so obvious. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row, but in the same time I had a doubt. At the same time I had like, well, it's probably just coincidence, and I don't think like that, so that's you guys, pile number 2. So yeah, that's probably just like making excuses for your signs and synchronicities and not listening to it. I see this as someone, like I said, I see this as a story. So I see the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is someone who has a lot of passion. She's the queen of passion. She's the queen of taking action. She's the queen of being fiery. She's the firecracker. Okay, I was gonna say the firecracker of the zodiac, but we're not talking about the zodiac. But maybe you're an Aries, because I think of Aries and Sagittarius whenever I think of the fiery ones of the zodiac, and also maybe even Leo. And again, this is a fire card, so if you're a fire sign, here is another confirmation that you picked this reading. These confirmations were not happening in the first reading. I just want to be so clear about that. I was not giving this much reassurance in the first reading. So if you find that you've been needing a lot of reassurance lately, be sure to be giving that to yourself as well, and just know that you're on the right path and watching things that are going to give you reassurance. I know that sometimes when we look for something outside of ourselves to give us something, I also just saw a hummingbird. He's staring at me right in the face right now. So look up the symbolism of a hummingbird and take what messages resonate with that. But okay, so I don't know where I was going previously. Hopefully we'll come back around to it, but I don't remember. So someone fiery who is ready to take on a new business venture, but they don't know if they should follow the thing that they love, the thing that brings them passion, the thing that brings them joy. They don't know if that joy and passion and love is enough to bring them stability. You guys don't know if it's enough. I want to tell you right here, right now, that it is enough. Not only is it enough, but that's the thing that's going to take you the farthest in life and be the most long-term thing. I feel called to talk about the fact that we can make decisions that give us instant gratification and maybe bring you a lot of money up front. But do you want to be 50? Do you want to be at the later part of your life, 75? Like, do you want to be on your deathbed thinking like, I wish I went for the long-term plan, because now I don't have time to do that. Like right now, I'm assuming that most of you that watch this video are in your 30s or below, or 40 below. Maybe I do have some people in their 40s watching this as well, but you have the advantage of time that older people do not have. And I don't care if you're 50, there's always someone older than you. I'm getting the sense that there's someone watching this. This may not be for everyone, but someone watching this that just feels like they're too old to do something. Like, I'm seeing a grandma on TikTok that I see, she's on my For You page all the time. But that just, I feel like, is giving you reassurance that, like, it doesn't matter if you're 75, she still has like 6 million followers on TikTok. She's so old. Like, I don't want you to, that was kind of mean, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't want you to get caught up in age. I don't want you to get caught up in these factors. I don't want you to get caught up in your gender, your sex, your race, your weight, your height, your ethnicity, your heritage, where you come from. I don't want you to get caught up in those things, because those things are just distractions, okay? That is just distracting you from everything that is coming to you in your life, okay? I'm gonna read out of the book for the 6 of Pentacles, because worldly success, family and worldly success. I'm not gonna read from the book. Do you feel like just having a passion for something isn't enough to take care of your family? You feel like you can't see, and under that we have the Knight of Swords. You feel like you can't see how it could work out. Like, your mind is racing. You've been through all of the pathways, and you still can't find a way to make this work in your mind. But what you need to know right now, what the universe wants you to know right now, is that you don't see it for a reason. And then we have the 10 of Cups under that.
All the way under there. It's so comfortable. Like this. I love you guys.
Oh my goodness. Do you have a lot of people in your ear? I think that's what your distractions are. You have a lot of people in your ear telling you things that you don't need to be hearing. Tell them to shut up. Stop listening to these people, because so many people are walking by. That did not happen once in the time that I filmed pile number 1, okay? You need to focus on the thing that you want to happen and shut out everything else. And I mean everything else. If you live with your mother or your father or a family member or your partner and they are getting in the way of your success, it's okay to not talk to them. It's okay to cut them off. And if you, like I said, if you live with them, it's okay to say, I need freaking space from you. Like, I don't want to talk to you right now. I have no interest in nurturing our relationship right now. That is not a bad thing to say. And I'm hearing that you feel like that's something you can't do. But you can have it all. Pile number 2, you can have it all. But you have to make space right now. And it's gonna feel like a sacrifice, but it's not actually a sacrifice. You perceive it as a sacrifice, but when you make the sacrifice, you're gonna feel better. And you don't see the fact that you're gonna feel better. You've played out all of these options, all of these scenarios of things that could happen. And you've come to the conclusion that there's no way, like, there is no option. There's only one option to where this all works out, and you're like, that's too far away from me. That is not possible for me. But what the universe wants you to know is that it is. You just feel like the decision you have to make is impossible. But once you make that decision, you're gonna feel like 10 weights have been lifted off your chest. Like, I can just feel how heavy your energy feels before and after. Like, before you make this decision and after. And you think that making this decision isn't going to make that much of a difference, but it is. What you need to know is that this decision is going to change everything for you, even if it seems small. Pile number 2. And I hope you're with me, because I feel like this isn't making logical sense, because I don't know what the thing is, but I know that you're with me. Whoever this person or thing is, I feel it's a person though. If this person is putting criticism in your ear, that is what is holding you back. It's not you, it's them. And you're just letting them. You're just letting them, pile number 2, and that is what's holding you back. That's what the universe wants you to know. You're letting whoever's around you criticize you. And whoever that person is needs to be cut out. They don't have the best interest. They don't have your best interest at heart. And that is a tough thing to hear, and that is not something I want to say. But that is what I'm feeling, that's what I'm hearing, that's what I'm seeing, that's what I'm picking up. This person does not have your best interest at heart. This person guilt trips you. And you think it's you. You think you're just guilt tripping yourself. No. This person is giving you signs that they are not good for you. So listen to those signs, pile number 2. This is so different from pile number 1. You're really focused on your worldly success right now. Not necessarily success, but your happiness. You're focused on, I'm miserable right now. Maybe that's how you feel. I'm miserable right now. How do I get to where I want to be? I'm focusing on where I want to be, but it's just not happening. It's just not there. It feels so far out of reach. But I want you to know the reason that it feels so far out of reach is because this person is telling you that it's so far out of reach, but you know in your heart that it's not, but for some reason you're listening to them. So I feel like it's your mom or someone like significant in your life that you're like, well, they know what's best for me. Or this isn't even conscious either, guys. Like, I don't think you're consciously thinking this. Like, oh, my mom knows what's best for me, let me listen to her. Or whoever this person is. It's just a prominent person in your life. I don't think you're consciously thinking that, but I think that you're making decisions based on them because you're scared of what they're going to think. So you're not acting on this passion. You're not acting on this thing because you're scared of what these people are going to think of your success. You know that this thing that you're thinking about acting on, this passion, this fiery start, because we have pentacles. Pentacles is money. Pentacles is something long term, and the ace is always the beginning of something in that realm. So something passionate that is going to bring you money. You're not acting on it because you know that this person is going to be jealous of your success. You know that it's going to make them extremely uncomfortable, and you just don't want to make them uncomfortable. And although that is kind to them, although you may think that is kind to them, you're doing them a disservice as well as yourself a disservice, pile number 2, because you can just like, they will get over it. I just want you to know that they will get over it, and this isn't something that's going to affect your relationship forever, but it is going to put space in between you for the time being. I'm just really picking up on a person. Listen to your heart. We also have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So like I said, it is someone close to you, someone that is family or feels like family. It feels like this huge mountain you have to climb, and it feels impossible to make the decision that you want to make, the decision that you know is going to make you happy. I also saw just this like huge, like dark figure. I didn't see this as a cave. I saw this as like a demon looking figure. Like, it's just a scary, like big figure that feels like it's just bigger than you. And you feel like you just can't do it. You're like, I know what I need to do, but I don't know that I can do that. Or I don't know if I actually am 100% correct, so I really definitely can't do this because I 100% don't know that this is the thing I'm supposed to do. So I don't want to face this monster, because what if I'm wrong and then I'm just sitting here innocent in front of this monster and I can't do anything? That's what I'm picturing. Pile number 2. What if I'm wrong? And what if I'm embarrassed because I made this decision and I end up being wrong? What if I end up following my heart and I end up being wrong? What if I end up being the bad person? What if I have to crawl back to, what if I, pile number 2. What if I have to crawl back to this person and ask them for help after throwing them away? You feel like you're throwing them away. That's not what you're doing, pile number 2. You're focusing on yourself. There's some sort of codependent relationship here that needs to be broken. If they can't handle the fact that you need space, they need to be cut out of your life completely. And if you can't do that right now, at least just stop talking to them. And if you're scared to tell them you need space, don't tell them. Just start acting a little distant. Be okay with whatever they think about you. You're gonna have to be okay with that. And you're gonna feel like something dangerous is gonna happen, but nothing dangerous is actually gonna happen because this person is all talk and no action. Nothing bad is gonna happen, pile number 2. Listen to your heart, and all of the good shit is gonna come in, pile number 2. We have, again, like I said, the Wheel of Fortune, the 10 of Cups. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is straight up too, and it came out with the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is the ultimate love and family card. As you can see, there's a loving couple with children, a lesbian couple. So if you're LGBTQ+, this is also a sign for you, confirmation that you picked the right pile. And I really strongly feel for a lot of you, it is a mother figure. You're scared of her criticism. And you think that she's right, but she's not right. She's not right at all. She's negative. She's a negative Nancy. Whoever this is, I hear them. It's all coming together. We have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. So all of these decisions are leading you to your ultimate happiness, your ultimate fulfillment, but you just have to let go of the things that you don't even like anymore. You don't even like this person anymore. You don't even really want them in your life. You're just scared of the judgment of cutting them out. And pile number 2, all you need is a little bit of courage. Just stop talking to them. Tune into your heart. Just do it with love. You don't have to be rude. Don't say something that you're gonna regret. Don't send a nasty text message. Just listen to your heart and avoid them if you have to. It's okay. You're not being petty. I love you, pile number 2. If you resonated with this reading, leave a rainbow emoji down below. Let me know what you thought of this reading. Let me know what resonated. Let me know what didn't. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave a rainbow emoji down below. I already said that. Follow my Instagram, my TikTok. Subscribe to this YouTube channel because 90% of you are not subscribed. So if you would like to be notified about more readings because you like this one, turn on the notification bell as well as subscribing down below. Another motorcycle. Don't focus on the outer voices, pile number 2. Focus on you. It's not selfish, it's selfless. You're gonna help everyone else in the process. I love you guys. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. We're gonna go ahead and get into what you need to hear right now, what your guides, what your spirit guides want to tell you. Your spirit guides are in here heavy, okay, because I did not say that in the last couple piles. I went ahead and pulled a few cards and then I felt called to turn on the camera. I was feeling very spacey and very just in my mind before I turned on the camera and just throughout laying these cards. So I feel like you're feeling very drained right now, and this reading is going to be about how to not be feeling that draining feeling anymore, and you're going to be getting answers in this reading. So if you've been feeling like that, that is confirmation that you picked the right pile. Also, I'm being called to the color purple. I have not used this deck in months. I do not use this deck. I'm just never really drawn to it, but I was drawn to it for this reason. I'm being drawn to the color purple as well. I feel like your crown chakra is just extremely, some of you it's blocked and some of you it's overactive. So if you're just having a lot of thoughts, you just need to get in your body. I just feel like you're very like disassociative, but you can fix that by just grounding yourself. I feel like you're very spacey. You just feel very drained. It feels like you don't have any energy. It feels like you're focusing on something that you really like, it isn't helpful for you to be focusing on. It feels like we're just focusing on something that is draining us, focusing on the negative, focusing on what's not gonna happen, I'm hearing. But is it actually not gonna happen, or you just feel like it's not gonna happen? You just feel like it's not gonna happen. Pile number 3. Something in love. You feel like your person isn't gonna come. I feel like you're someone who has been watching a lot of readings about your future spouse. I feel like you're someone that has a lot of options when it comes to love, and that's confusing to you because you have all of these options, but none of them are the right suitors for you. And it feels like there's something, to you, it feels like there's something wrong with you, because how could I not be the common denominator, because I am the one with the problem in every situation. And I just heard that car horn, so that is confirmation of what I just said. You're not the one with the problem, pile number 3. In dating, I'm picturing someone in dating, and they're just really like not having good luck in dating, and they're like, am I the problem? Like, I have to be the problem because I'm dating all of these people and they're all just not good, and we attract what we are, right? Like, and you're trying to make this personal, but it's not personal. It's just not time yet. We also have the 10 of Swords. It's just not time yet. It's like you've been laying awake in bed at night. It's like when you really like someone and you really want them to like you back, and you're just thinking of them and you're watching tarot readings of them. You're watching my future spouse readings, and you're trying to turn the reading into telling you what is going to happen with this person that's actually in your life right now. But this person that's actually in your life right now is not your future spouse. You're just trying to force them into being your future spouse. And you're also in the energy of like, well, I've done that before. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. Like, I hope I'm not doing that, but you are doing that. I'm hearing take a break from the person or take a break from the readings. Like, you're asking yourself that. Neither. Take a break from the thinking. That's all. Take a break from trying to predict the future. Take a break from trying to run away from the truth. Listen to what this person actually has to say, because you know they're not your person. I'm hearing, you know I'm not the one for you. You know I'm not the one for you. Let me go. You know I'm not the one for you. Who, let me get some descriptors. Who is this person that is not the one for you? Okay. This seems like not a good situation, pile number 3. I'm sorry, but I'm just being honest. This is someone who doesn't have the same beliefs as you, I'm hearing. And someone who you feel like has their shit together, but they don't. This person is giving you a lot of illusion, I'm hearing. This person is making you think they have their shit together, but they don't. They're making you feel like you're worse than them. Pile number 3. They are so confident that you believe them. Is this a toxic relationship, pile number 3? Pile number 3. This is not a good situation, pile number 3. And I'm getting chills as confirmation, because I don't say things like that. Like, I don't want to ever scare someone or tell someone what to do, but I have been in this situation, and this is not a good situation, okay? Go watch my video titled Corey Alexander Graham and watch that video, and if you are in a similar situation, leave. That's just really, really, really what I'm picking up here. I've got the 3 of Swords in reverse, and in another deck, this would be a heart with 3 swords in the heart and upside down. This person is selling you I can't tell if this person is really not good for you or if it's your mind. Is your mind just telling you this? Let's find some confirmation. Is your mind just telling you all of these things about this person, or is this person just not a good person? Is this real or is it in the mind? Is it real or is it in the mind? I'm feeling, I want it to not be real, but it is. I want to tell you that it's all in your mind, but it isn't. I'm sorry, pile number 3. Like, I want to cry because I know where you are right now, because I've been there. 2-3 years ago, I was right where you are, pile number 3. Are you in a relationship where you're just really confused? And you're confused because this person's actions does not match their words. This person seems like they're very good at talking to you, pile number 3. This person seems very charismatic and seems like they're very confident. And they may even be a religious leader or someone older than you. This is just giving me bad vibes, pile number 3. Someone that you perceive to have all the answers. Like, you're dumping all of your eggs in their basket. And you're looking for them to direct you. And this, the person is doing this, and I also just did that. So I don't know what this is. I'm picturing a man like just being irritated, like you're the problem, like you're irritating them, and they're making it feel like it's your fault, but it's not your fault. They're just a dickwad. They're just a douchebag, and not in a cute way. This is not in a cute, like, have you seen the series Made on Netflix? You need to watch that because they're giving me the same vibes as the abusive boyfriend in that movie. And I feel like you may be the main character. And I feel like that indecisive, I don't know if this is me or him, was me picking up on your energy. You don't know if it's me. You're like, I don't know if it's me or him. I don't know if I'm the problem or if he's the problem. He's the problem, honey bun. Baby, he's the problem. And I'm not like a man hater. I'm not like I was talking about love pretty positively in the last pile, but the other one was not about love. But I'm not someone that, I have a really positive outlook on love. And I think that love is possible, but I also have seen the darkness. I've also seen how people are not always who they say they are. And I'm feeling that so strongly with this person. I feel like they are just sucking the life out of you. And I wish I said this earlier, because I was thinking, when I was talking about you're so in your head, I was thinking you need to get grounded. I don't know if I said that, but I was thinking that. Because I just felt like I was so spacey, so in my head. It feels like you're in this relationship, you don't want to be in this relationship anymore. Or for some of you, you've already left and you're already doing this dance with life. Do something to change your energy. You've already done it, some of you, and some of you haven't. And you're thinking about making the decision to leave this person. If you have left this person, I want you to know that it is the right decision. And if you haven't left this person, it will be the right decision to leave them. Get grounded. Highly sensitives, connect with nature. I'm focusing on the highly sensitives parts because I feel like this person tells you that you're too sensitive, that you're taking things too much to heart, that you're reading too much into things. They're gaslighting you. That's straight up what they're doing, pile number 3. They are gaslighting you. And it's not cute. Where are you being called to journey to? Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. What are you clinging on to? In reverse. Some of you have done this, some of you haven't left yet though. Birthing new creations. Maybe a lot of you have just left and you're thinking about your new life. or you're about to leave and you're wanting to leave and you're thinking about your new life with this birthing a new age. Oh, I really feel like this is resonating with you guys. I can feel how hard this is hitting you, okay? Let me shuffle these really quickly. We have the Nine of Wands in reversed as the overall energy. It's just not what you want it to be, baby. Like, this relationship, like, you may think it's all rainbow and roses and something that's challenging you and something that's making you a better person. No, this is tearing you apart. This is not good for you. This is not something positive. This is not something healthy. This person is like a dictator. This person is not someone that is listening to you, it feels like. This is someone that's telling you how to be and what to do. And you may be thinking, they don't tell me what to do. Do they tell you how to feel? And if they don't tell you feel like this, do they intimidate you into feeling certain ways? You feel like you're trapped, but you have this idea that maybe, just maybe, you're not the problem. You're not the problem, baby. You're not the problem. They are the problem. He is the problem. I'm getting kings, like, but it's not, it's, you think he's a king. It's an illusion of he's a king. He's not. He is your awakening. He is not your king. Like, he is not, it's just gross energy. It's manipulative energy from them. They don't care about you. They just want to keep you around because you bring them something. Maybe it's just energy. Maybe it's just your positive outlook. Maybe they get off on watching how much they can destroy you. There are people like that. Pile number 3. You're dealing with a narcissist. This pile is in a relationship or getting out of a relationship, or someone strongly, they're dealing with someone that is a narcissist. And I keep saying they, like, I'm not talking directly to you. So I feel like you feel like you're watching your life happen to you. You feel like it's not you that's going through it. Pile 3, it is you that's going through it. This is your life, and you have to take control of it. Pile number 3. It's your life. It's not theirs. They don't get to have a say over what you're doing or saying or wearing or what you're putting on your face. I'm hearing. The fuck? Like, I'm just mad for you because you don't. Like, they have made you feel like they are. They've made you feel like they're your prize. They've made you feel like they are your life. They are your future. This card for me has a different meaning because this reminds me of my ex. And my ex is the person I'm describing, basically. The reason I know this energy is because I've had this energy in my life. And this isn't coming from a broken perspective. This is coming from a I've been there, done that perspective. The Lovers is a good card, but in this reading, no. In this reading, it's telling you that they've sold you this lie. Because it's paired with the Ten of Pentacles in reversed as well. Like, it's like they've sold you this lie, and the Eight of Wands. Love bombing, I'm hearing. Saying more than they do, I'm hearing. Praising the fuck out of you. I'm hearing, like, I see just all these good words coming out of their mouth, and you're confused because they're treating you differently. Like, they're saying these words, but then their actions don't line up, and you're like, well, am I the stupid one? Like, am I, like, 2 + 2 is not equaling 4 here. Like, why do you think it equals 6 and I think it equals 4? Like, who's right here? And it feels like he has sold you. I keep saying he. I don't know. It could be a she, obviously. It could be a they, whatever. But it just feels like they have sold you this dream, but it's fake. It's an illusion, baby. I wanted to say baby girl. Baby girl, it's an illusion. This is just confirmation that you need to get out. Whoever it is, they are not going to bring you monetary success. They are draining you. They're not bringing you love. They are taking from you. This is not a give and take relationship. This is a take relationship. They are taking from you. And you may feel like you don't have anything to offer, but that's the problem. You don't even know that they're taking from you because you don't believe that you have something to offer, but you have so much to offer and they're taking all of it. Spend a week away from them and see how you feel. I love you, pile number 3. If you feel like you can't leave, spend a week away from them and see how you feel. Give yourself a week. And watch the show Made. And watch my video, Corey Alexander Graham. And don't lie to yourself. If it doesn't resonate with you, it won't resonate with you. But if it does, you will know. And don't let yourself make excuses and give them the benefit of the doubt. And don't feel guilty for leaving them. Don't feel guilty for not wanting them because they have not thought about you this entire time. They are not thinking about you. They are using you. They're not thinking about your benefit. They're thinking about theirs. So you need to also think about yours. You are a compassionate person and you will never be selfish. But right now, you need to act selfish. Do you have a baby with them, pile number 3? I just saw this image in this card. It's not a baby, but from afar, it looked like a baby. Do you have a baby with them and you feel like you can't leave? Or a baby on the way and you feel like you can't leave? Leave before that baby touches earth. I am a baby of a narcissist, and if I could go back in time and tell my mom to leave when she was pregnant, I would. That's how awful it was. And if you're confused, imagine how confused a 2-year-old is going to be when their father is treating them like that, and how that will affect them when they're 18, when they're 40, when they're 65. That is something that takes so long to undo. So please save them from it. Trust your gut. Don't be that person. Don't be weak, pile number 3. Do not be weak. Do not let these fears convince you that you are wrong. You are right, pile number 3. And I'm also hearing that maybe your father treated you like this as well, and that's what got you into this situation. But just know that that's not your fault, but it is your responsibility to leave. And as soon as you leave, all of these doors are going to open, but you have to leave first. You're not going to see the doors until you leave. That's how it works. Find someone safe and leave with them. And if you see nothing safe, I promise you it's safer than where you are right now. Just go somewhere. Trust it. Trust it. You feel it? Trust it. I feel like a alignment in you. That this is the most alive, watching this reading, this is the most alive you felt in a long time. So fucking listen to that feeling. You're feeling that because it's right. You're feeling that because you're on the right track and you need to leave. I love you, pile number 3. Leave a broken heart emoji in the comments if you watched this reading all the way through, and if you resonated. give this video a thumbs up. If you resonated and you want more like this, go ahead and subscribe and turn the bell notification on down below if you want more like this. I love you, pile number 3. I am here with you. Message me on Instagram. I have been in a situation like this. If you need advice, there are also hotlines you can call, domestic violence hotlines. I just feel like that is the type of situation you're in right now, and you're convincing yourself that you're not in it because maybe it's not physical, but baby, it will be physical if you do not leave eventually. And even if it doesn't turn physical, I just feel the need to say this. Mental abuse is sometimes worse than physical abuse. So if you're talking yourself down because you think that this isn't enough, like you're like, I'm being dramatic because that's probably what this person is telling you, you're not being dramatic. Just because you can't see the effect it's having on you directly, you can't pull out your brain and look at the damage it's having on you, doesn't mean it isn't having damage. And you are hurting yourself by staying there. And you are purposely hurting yourself if you watch this and you choose not to leave. It is your responsibility. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility to leave. It's your responsibility to take accountability for the fact that you chose this person, and that's okay. Because it's also your responsibility to leave this person. You also have that power. You chose, but you can also leave, bitch. Okay? You have the power here. Do not let them think they have the power. In situations like this, I recommend leaving quietly. Okay? You might not feel like you can do that. Do whatever feels best for you, but just know, like, the back and forth, you're gonna regret it most likely later in life, and you're gonna wish you did it more peacefully, because you're gonna look back and think you're a badass if you just leave and say nothing and just choose better for yourself. This person, you don't owe them anything, okay? This person is not someone that you should have to, like, don't tiptoe, okay? Like, you need to leave, and if you have to blow smoke up their ass to be able to leave, do that. If you have to lie to be able to leave, do that. You're not the bad person there. They are making you lie. They are bringing out the worst in you, so you just have to get out. You have to do whatever you can to get out. Stop talking yourself out of getting out. Just leave. Please watch the show Made. Seriously, I think you will really, really, really like it. And I literally can see whoever's watching this, I can see you watching it and really bawling your eyes out because you get it. Because you feel seen. But if yours isn't physical, don't compare yourself to the physical aspect of it. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. They just make you feel like it isn't the same thing. It's the same thing. Protection orders are a thing, and they are pretty easy to get if you are just honest and you tell them what is happening and you tell them that you're scared, okay? Go to your local office, literally Google, where do I get a protection order? And you can do that. And this person will go to jail, depending on the state that you live in, even if it is emotional, because it has given you, I didn't even have to have a lawyer, and he went to jail. So just, I don't know, be careful, but also, like, make sure you're putting yourself first, because this person, I'm just telling you, this person has an evil eye. Like, they are not putting you first. You need to put you first. And I'm even seeing, like, court stuff, like, put yourself first. Because this person, I promise you, is putting themselves first. And they're even going to lie and twist things to make it seem like you're in the wrong. So do whatever you have to do. Tell the truth. Like, tell the dirty truth. Like, say everything. Don't, like, spare this person. Don't try to protect this person. Do not try to protect this person. Protect yourself. Do everything you can to protect yourself. I love you, pile number 3. I'm here for you, okay? I love you guys. If you need more readings, I have a Patreon as well. I don't know why I'm saying this in this pile. This pile is also almost double the length of the other piles. I have a Patreon if you need more readings. I release them earlier than I do on YouTube. So if you need more guidance, head over to my Patreon. It's only $5 and you can get all the readings. I love you guys. I love you so much. Okay. Goodbye, my loves. Oh my god. I just don't want to leave you. I feel like, I've been where you are, and you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. I love you, pile number 3.